As always, a pleasure to see you all once again. My name is 20-Sided Seth, and welcome to another episode of To The Point Review. Today we're going to be looking at Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers, playable on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. For those of you simply looking for my score, I'm going to be giving this one a... Does anybody else hear that? I swear to God, it's drums. Nothing personal, kid. Joke sounded funny at 3 in the morning. What are you doing? Well, I'm doing the review. Why wouldn't I be? You said I could do this one. I mean, I did, but okay, two things. One, I changed my mind, and two, we're the same person, so technically you are doing the review. So for those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, guys, you know that I plan on doing this as a 20-sided shuriken review. Mostly because the idea of a Naruto OC game just seemed kind of silly at the time, and just real fanficky, but something kind of hit me as I was going through it, and that was nostalgia. See, back in the day, around my junior high years, Naruto came out on Cartoon Network, and it blew me and my friends away. And I think anyone who watched it back in the day like us can remember things like the battle on the bridge, the tuning exams, you know, just those real memorable moments. So with that, I decided to go and watch Shippuden It because it was the summer and I really had nothing better to do. So with a filler guide, because yes, I'm going to use a filler guide because God help me, I'm not going to sit through all that filler bullcrap. I watched most of Naruto Shippuden, and I'm still kind of watching it when I have the time. And it was surprisingly pretty good. Like, I'll admit that straight up. I always kind of make fun of the big three animes, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, but this was good. Like, I kind of understood, you know, why people latched onto it the way they did. And so with that in mind, one, I started watching One Piece again, which that has had some serious effects on me. And two, I think the game deserves a true review. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers is a 4v4 online-only game that seems to focus more on PvP than anything else. Mind you, there is PvE in it where you can fight off against iconic characters and do random missions like defend the gates, things like that. It does seem like the whole Ninja World Championship tournament, whatever, is sort of the focus. Now, matches consist of 4 players taking on 4 other players in either capture the flag, death matches, King of the Hills type matches, stuff like that. Each character can be one of 4 classes and switch between them whenever they go back to the inn. Those consist of defense, healer, attack, and range. Each of the classes have their own unique jutsus that they can use and ultimate jutsus. Along with that, each of them can use a specific type of weapon, such as defense using 2-handed big swords. This does mean that every class plays entirely different from each other, and I will say due to the number of jutsus, there's tons of different builds you can do for each class, allowing for plenty of time of customization. You can actually learn specific jutsus from VR Masters, which are characters from the show. Combine all this, and you have yourself quite a bit to do. On top of that, the gear you wear, the clothing, which is mostly based off of pre-existing things, give you special abilities, perks, and actually help to better your character. The gameplay itself is fast, like super fast, and it honestly can be kind of disorienting right off the bat. So I would suggest maybe playing some PvE missions, getting used to it, you know, how the movement works, stuff like that, before really jumping into PvP. There is a ranked mode, which I thought was cool. You know, you can do quick play matches or do ranked. You can just sort of do whatever you want. And the gameplay itself is solid. One thing I'm going to crush for you guys right now is that there is really no story mode. There's random missions and stuff like that. If you're jumping in hoping for something like Dragon Ball Z Universe, I'm sorry to crush your dreams on that. In the sense of there is no single player. I mean, you can do some of the missions solo, but the game requires you to be online and have Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus if you're playing on those consoles. There's a lot of quality of life issues I think they can easily fix. They just need to do it. For instance, to get new gear and stuff like that, you can purchase them, but you most of the time get scrolls which give you random items. Now that's not my problem. My problem is the fact that for me to get new gear and to open my scrolls, I have to go to 1010 shop. Okay, fine. But if I want to be able to equip these gears, I have to leave 1010 shop. I have to go to Sakura's Inn, and then I can do it. The fact that I have to leave one just to go to the other, it's a waste of time. It's like going through one loading and then going to the other to go through another loading, and it's just so pointless. On top of that, you can't change any of your jutsus or your gear just by hitting pause or anything like that. You have to go to Sakura's Inn to do all those different things, and that just seems pointless to me. It's such a waste of time, and it drives me nuts that I have to do that, and it's something they can easily fix. Thing is, guys, the game itself, it looks fine. Graphic wise, it's fine. I mean, the music's fine. I think the level design is really cool. Like, the Hidden Rain Village looks awesome, and I like the Hidden Sand Village too. Like, I like all of them, really, like I said. And that's when I kind of like had to sit down, guys, and I was like, okay, what score am I going to give this game? Normally with a game, I'm usually pretty set on my score. After I've beaten it and such, and I can just sit down and just immediately a score comes to my head. I don't really have to think about it too hard. But this one made me really question a lot of things about what is important to me in a game and what do I really want to focus on. Because I don't get paid for any of this. Nothing I tell you, I'm worried about any kind of backlash of any kind. I wish I got paid for it, and hopefully someday I will. But for right now, this is just my pure, honest thoughts. And that's what I've been giving you guys since day one. This game made me sit down and think, okay, what's most important to you in a game? And after a lot of thought, it's gameplay. Story, music, graphics, stuff like that are important. But to me, the most important thing in a game is gameplay. And if I had fun or not. And in all honesty, guys, even with all the stuff that happens and all the annoying parts, I still had a lot of fun with this game. Not just by myself, but with my friends. And I'm probably going to keep playing it. See, even with all the stuff that's going on, all the annoying crap, and the lack of things that should have been there, and hopefully will be there at some point, I still woke up the next day wanting to play more of it. Most of the games I review, if I give it about a 7, it usually means at least the gameplay was fun for me, and that I wanted to keep playing it. The games that I give higher than that usually means that one of the other categories, either music, story, graphics, something, was above average. And it pushed that game higher up for me. Persona 5 is a perfect example of this for me, and you can go watch that review if you want. That's a 10 out of 10 game for me. It's a beautiful mixture of gameplay, story, graphics, and just everything. That game blew me away, and I've played through it 3 times now. So with everything considered, Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers from me is going to get a 7 out of 10 because the gameplay is fun, and I'm going to keep playing it. And I think with all the fun times I've had with it, with all the fun I'm going to keep having with it, I think giving it anything lower would be unfair. It's not perfect, guys, not anywhere close. If you're not a fan of Naruto, don't even think about buying this game. There's 0 point. But if you are a fan, and you're looking for a fun game with friends or just random people online, I'd say check it out. It's worth it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It got a little deeper than I thought it was going to, but I'm really glad I could share with you guys and kind of give you an idea of my inner workings of making reviews. On top of that, I'd like to thank my friends Omar, Fabian, and Logan. Logan actually got me this kick-ass headband, and you guys should really check out his music. It's Logan Sucks. I promise that the real name, I'm not making fun of him. I can actually give you down in the description below a link to his fan site. There you can find his Bandcamp, Twitter, his Instagram, all that stuff, guys. You really need to check him out. He's fantastic and he deserves way more attention. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I do plan on doing a video on Divinity 2 since it's a hit console. I'll be getting that next week. I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And as always here from Team 20-Sided, guys, keep enjoying what you enjoy. And never let others tell you what's good and what's not. Take it as a suggestion, but always remember that your opinion to yourself is what should be important. Destroying the lives that we made. And I've done this before. Leaving bed feels like a chore. I want to stay and I'll just delay, and it's our last day, so I think I'll just say I wish I were you, someone to wake up to, someone to be close to be understood to, no one to taunt you.